Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I am Amber, and it is Tunisian Thursday. So I got my Tunisian hook out. I got my Tunisian project. I keep thinking I'm going to work on my saddleback blanket, but then I'm like, you know what? That one is, I don't know. I'm going to get this one done. So we're going to WiP workout on this one. Good morning, Lori and Grammy Rita. I came on early because I was like, why not? I've been late every other morning, so goodness. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Erin. Yeah, I'm a little early. I was like, oh, it's still 5 minutes, but I was like, I don't want to sit here and twiddle my thumbs, so I might as well go on a few minutes early. Everybody will catch up and catch in. I got the bright idea to run 3 peaches and cream cottons together for a bag, and it's upstairs. So, but I'm gonna work on my Tunisian WIPs today. I'll work on this one for a little bit and see if see how far I go. See if I can finish the skein that I'm on right now, and maybe I'll move on to the other one this morning. Good morning, Steven and Arrow Lover. Good morning. I got things catching yarn on my finger here. Oh, what was I'm trying to think if I had any revelations yesterday, but I don't think I did. Oh, I know what I did yesterday. Oh my goodness. I tried to make tubes yesterday from yarn that I thought for sure would go through my adding machine like nothing. I thought for sure my adding machine would love it because one, it was Premier, and two, it was their sweet roll. Thank you, Arrow. I got it from Costco. If they still have them at Costco, go check it out. And they were getting cheap too, so probably not. And Aaron, what did Aaron say? Good morning, Sharon. Did I miss any chat before I got on? Were y'all here before 5 minutes? Let's see. Oh, okay. Sharon and Aaron were here just a few minutes early. Okay, gotcha. Melissa G. Yes, I am. I've been late the last few mornings, and I was like, you know what? I'm already sitting here. It's 5 minutes. Why not just hit the live button? So I did. And I just didn't want to sit here for 5 minutes doing, because I'd sit here and I'd start looking at something, and, I'd come on late. So I figured hit the go live button. So Melissa G. Good morning. So I'm working on the, you know what I should do? I was able to put this up before. So I'm going to change this to Tunisian flower bouquet blanket. There. I like that. Good morning, Erica. That's right. Yeah, you do, Aaron. Aaron and Sharon. Aaron and Sharon. I love it. Aaron and Sharon are sharing extra letters. Whew, say that 5 times fast. And then Arrow Lover has 2 letters too. She has 2 R's instead of ER. ER. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, let me show you the tubes. Let me finish this forward pass. You know, one of those, I'm like, gotta get to a spot. Can't just put it down right now. I keep thinking about what I have to do this morning. In like 3 hours, I have to go get numbed up and get cavities fixed. Well, not new cavities. I think they're old fillings, if I remember correctly. Either way, I ain't excited about it, and I'm like dreading it. I've already got the feeling of dread, and so it's like, ugh. Trying to keep my mind off of it, but until it's over with, I ain't gonna stop thinking about it. So, okay, let me put this down for a second. I can't believe I'm only on the third wedge on this thing. I thought I'd be a lot further along, but I need to mute my, hold on. I need to mute my conversation. I don't want to mute it forever, so good morning, Lisa H. Y'all, it's supposed to be really windy today. Let's go here, go here. Let's see, mute notifications. Next. Well, I don't want to do it for 1 hour. That's only going to take it to 8:30. I want like more options. I don't like the until I turn it back on because I'll forget to turn it back on. We'll just see. And then the thing is, if I put myself in do not disturb, I'll forget too. Oof. Yeah, my dentist has pretty much, I think I've gotten them all done at this point. I don't know. I have, my dentist has been converting me over from metal to enamel. And I don't know that I have any metal ones left. I don't know. Let's look. Anyway, y'all, these tubes, I tell you what. The first one went fine, but the second tube, oof. So I was making a blanket with this yarn in the blanket stitch. And then I decided, let's run them through the Addy machine. I can make an Addy blanket. And it makes a pretty decent size. Like this is one cake of yarn. And it's about a 40-ish inch tube. So this is what I call, when you guys see me talking about tube panels, this is a tube and it's going to get turned into a panel. So I did waste yarn on both ends. I'm going to, you can see where the dashed line of white and blue is. The blue on top of the white, those are the stitches that are still live, that if I took this out, those would be live stitches. Those are the ones I'm going to take and I'm going to like crochet, like slip stitch, crochet them together, and it'll close this tube up. And I'll do the same to the other end where you can see the green above the red there. And then when that's done, I'm going to take 2 panels, I'm going to line them up together, and I'm going to take, inside these V's are bars, or horizontal bars, I guess. Yeah. And I'm going to take those, see if I can show you. So in the middle of the V, when you stick the hook in, there's a bar right there. It's basically the top of the V stitch from the one below it is what it is. And I'm going to take those and I'm going to slip stitch them together from one panel to the next and zigzag it back and forth. And then I'm going to join the next panel and then the next panel and then the next panel. And it makes a nice thick squishy blanket. This one's not going to be terribly thick. It's a little thinner than some of 4-weight yarns, but I think this will look cute as a blanket. So there's one panel, and they're all different. Well, somewhat. Here's another panel. So see, this one starts on blue and ends on white. I want to see something real quick. Yeah, see, they're different. You can see the different. That's going to look really cool. And then here's the first one I did. This one is even different, more different, because it has, I don't know what's going on here. It has this like short blue and green section. So all three are different. So, and I measured them. They roughly measure about 6 to 6.5 inches wide. So I estimated I want to do probably a 50-inch. So I'm going 40 by 50. So the blanket from one end of the tube to the other is about 40-ish inches. And so I'm going to go 50-ish inches with the width of the tubes. So the lines will be horizontal when you look at it. Let's see. You despise Novocaine and needles, so I get fillings done without Novocaine. I know. Ugh. I can't handle I don't know. I can handle the pain a little bit. You had one replaced with the new stuff? Yeah. You always drop stitches with the knitting machine stuff. Yeah. I was having quite a chore with those tubes yesterday. Like, I tried running. Well, the second one went well with the dryer sheet. I had a dryer sheet. It went through just fine. Did it? Until I got the dryer sheet to work on the second one. So there were a few attempts with the second tube before I did the dryer sheet. And then I did the dryer sheet and it went fine and I got through the tube. The third one, dryer sheet didn't help. It still dropped a stitch about 80 rows into it. About halfway into the tube, it dropped a stitch. And I went, you've got to be kidding me. Over halfway through. It was around like row 90 something. The only thing that sucks about these tubes is they're ending on 167. Don't like that number because I'm thankful that trend seems to have kind of fizzled out very quickly. But it's just annoying that it even came around. Good morning, Cheryl Lee. Anyway, 167 is about the amount of rows that I can get out of one of these little cakes of yarn. Anyway, I estimated, so they're about 6.5 inches. I want to go to about, I don't remember what that was, 52 inches is what it'll be. So I'll do about 8 panels. So I got 5 more panels to get through. But on the third one, the dryer sheet didn't work. And then I tried lotion on my hands. That didn't work. I don't care what the number is. Like, it's silly that we have to have these silly little trends like that. Anyway, like Julianne was saying, if 41's the new number, then we're cool because I'll be 41 in a couple months. So, but I'll keep that to myself because I don't want kids doing the old dumb thing. Anyway, where was I going? 6.5 inches. It'll be about 52 inches. The lotion didn't help on my hands, so I decided to pull out my weights that I had bought, and I wasn't liking them because I thought they were pulling down too much, right? Well, This yarn needs it because I put them on and I got through the third tube with them on. So, and all the static. Like I think I was battling static. I don't know, but I was only dropping one stitch, y'all. It would get so many rows into it, like 20 to 40 rows or 90 rows, and it would just all of a sudden drop a stitch. And I think it had something to do with the static, possibly, because like there's no other explanation. It's like my Addie sees this yarn like Red Heart and did not want to work with it. We might have Melissa G, but I don't care for it. Oh, I didn't turn the TV on for my kid upstairs. So the TV's off. I need to go put the TV on for him real quick. I will be back. He's finally crawling out of bed. This time change is kicking his butt. He's normally my early riser, and he has not been an early riser for this week. So I will be right back. Okay, kid. You joined me on the desk. I'm back. Okay, let's see. Look up some of the 90s brain rot trends. We were just as bad. I don't remember what we did. I don't remember doing stuff like that, though. With the numbers. I totally, for sure, remember doing that. Like, totally. I mean, maybe, like, words, like totally, like that kind of thing. But I think that came from even before me. I don't know. Oh no, Aaron. Yeah, sometimes Frizzy with the time change is a little bit later, but that's okay. She'll be here when she gets here. I got her yarn in the mail yesterday. Yeah. And I already have them not stored away, but just on shelves put away, kind of. It still annoyed the adults, yeah. Sure it did. Every generation has their, you know, their things. It just seems like, I don't know, sillier ones now. Much sillier. I think that blanket's going to look better than the one I started with the knitting machine. I just hope I can get through the next 5 tubes. I'm going to try and get a couple more done today, maybe. I have 8 to get done, and then I need to seam them up together and do a border. There's our Frizzy! Flower power. What was I saying? The yarn's put away. I have my member treat. Not my member treat. I got the subscriber treat. It's over there. I should Frizzy me. I should do a short video because I'm trying to do shorts and have a shorts video every day. So make sure you check all those out. Because sometimes I show you I'm working on new designs and things. I had this one comment was talking about like, thanks for you clarified that for me. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, okay. I'm confused as to what you mean. It was one of those I was a little leery to interact with because I wasn't sure how it was going to go. So yeah, hopefully I can get through the next tubes. Okay. Use those weights and maybe I'll be better. Monique, I noticed you in here earlier and I didn't say good morning to you. Monique, good morning. Ugh, we need the rain tank. We're supposed to get gusty winds today. I'm saying that softly because I don't want kids overhearing it. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning. I'm sitting here yawning on my morning live. I should be like bright-eyed and cheery. What do they say? Bright-eyed and cheery-eyed? No. Bright-eyed and cheery? Cheerful? Bright-eyed and ready to go for the day? Good morning to you all. Oh boy. Still have quite a bit of this left to go before it runs out. I don't know. I'm going to say at least a few more rows before I run out of this one. Before I need to add on another one. What kind of weight? Oh, sorry. Grammy, read it. You asked that up in the, like, further in the chat. I completely, like, I read it and, like, really badly scrolled away from it. I'm so sorry. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. There you go. Oh my God, see, I can't even say that right. Bushy-tailed. You scrubbed your butt. Can you come clean mine? Dragging my feet. I don't like cleaning the bathrooms. They're so gross. I will wear gloves when I scrub the bathroom. I mean, I think most people do, but I'm just saying that's how gross it is to me. Like my daughter, she says that doing the dishes are gross because of, you know, how I will put water in things to let it soak if it like got dried on really bad, and she'll be, you know, putting dishes in the dishwasher and whatnot without really rinsing them. And she says it's gross. And I'm like, well, there's gloves. Wear gloves. If it grosses you out that much. Yes, what are y'all working on? You see this right here? That's what I'm working on. I think that's so fun. Let me see. Can I do like a... I can't put a color or like a box behind it. Yeah, for some reason it won't let me. I don't know how to put it on there. How to put a box behind it. Oh, I wonder if theme, if it's here. Ooh, I wonder if this would do it. There we go. There we go. Working on a farm. That's way less gross than chicken coop. Pattern testing right now. Yay. Do I want to keep going on this? Yeah, I think my short video for today is the adding machine that I did yesterday. Before it was giving me grief. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, Melissa, but I don't work around chickens and farms and stuff, so it's like the bathroom is disgusting. Touche. I mean, if I were working around chicken coops, I'd be wearing gloves too. And good morning, Debbie. Good. I really hope he did not move that cereal out to the living room. I had to give him a bowl of cereal because he asked for, or I said, do you want Pop-Tarts or cereal this morning? And he goes, cereal? I was like, of course you do. So I had to get that out real quick. So. Working on my Tunisian flower bouquet blanket. Trying to get through this game. I'm going to try and work till 8 o'clock on this thing. One way or the other. I will either finish this game before then or I will be done at 8. And then I'll move on to something else. Right, Monique? Human bathroom, especially kids. Because the kids have their own bathroom and I should be in there more often cleaning it. I mean, it gets cleaned. It's just not as often as one would probably hope for it. I'm giving away all my secrets of how lazy I am. Yeah, my mother-in-law, before she passed, that was one of her jobs outside of her main job. She had like a little side hustle hobby with her landlord of the apartment complex. He hired her and another tenant to go around and clean houses before apartments, clean them out before new tenants would move in. And they did a pretty good job of it. But yeah, some of the stuff they would describe to us, it was like, ugh, gross. Just the bugs and the gross. Yeah, I don't know. I think, Erin, I still can't decide what I want to do for that blanket. I need to do a blanket for my bestie. And I keep going back to the Wildflower Oasis. But I don't know. The Wildflower Oasis to me feels closer to the Sophie's Universe blanket, and that's what I had originally not promised her, but had told her I was going to make, was the Sophie's Universe. But she doesn't really care. But the colors are the colors that she wanted, like reds and things. So I am too, Erin. I've seen the squares and they're pretty. So let me see if I can get my yay, my fireworks. Fireworks, fireworks. Do, 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 do. Well, the orange is almost gone. And then there's a little yellow after it, and then it goes into green. It only has, I'm telling you, I think there's only like 2 or 3 more rows on this skein of yarn. Like, there's not much left. You love the wildflower. I do too. And I don't know. No. Really? As soon as you called her, she got up and jumped down. The damn cat. Like, this cat was laying on the desk with me, and as soon as the child says her name, she like jumps down. Loves that person. And the other thing is I don't know how badly I want to sew squares together, or, you know, put squares together. Yes, I know it's not hard, and it could go quickly, but I think I'm going to stick to the wildflower because I just have to keep going and adding yarn on. Like, literally, it's an ombre yarn that I'm using for her blanket, and it's all within the one yarn. And excuse me, I don't have to change colors with it. All I have to do is when one skein runs out, I attach the next one and keep going, and not do any color controlling. Just let it fall where it may. And I know the further I get out, the more like sporadic the colors are going to be. And I think it's going to kind of play into the blanket, you know? Oh, thank God. It's 8 o'clock. I can put this down. Your cats are banished from your crochet room. Oh, no. You know what you need to have in there? You need to have yourself a spray bottle. I don't know how well it works on your kitties with spray bottles, but my cat seems to... She's stubborn, but I don't know. I feel like whenever I utilize it on something, she stays away from whatever I was quote unquote punishing her from. I don't know if that would be what you would call it, a consequence for her. Okay, so I have about, it's about half-ish of a wedge. I think it's good. It's just my squirrel brain. I think it's going to look kind of like a flower, literal flower, you know, with the petal. Each wedge is going to look kind of like a petal. They're yarn addicts. Well, they take after their human. Nothing, I mean, you can't blame them, right? Yarn's awesome. That's funny. Oh, goodness, where are all these yawns coming from? I don't feel that tired, but I don't know. All right, now I'm going to change this to the next one. Edit. I really need to get more progress done on this thing. My poor son. He's been waiting for this thing for like a while. But you know, they keep asking me for more blankets, so and then I convinced him to do this one, and so now he like is convinced to stick with it. So I gotta go back to chat. There we go. Oh no, Cammie, I hope you find it. I hope you find it again. All right. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, so this is the saddleback blanket. Like it's not got like 4 inches done on it. It looks like a snake right now because it curls up on itself. All right, so I need to do, I think, my drop down stitch. Oh my gosh, getting this started again. It's been long enough that I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I hope I'm doing it right. Go yarn shopping. She can't. No, Cammie. Okay, double fold, boop, and boop. See, this is why I don't work on this one, because it's like, takes a little bit of concentration with you guys. So it's like, what am I doing? I don't want to do a purl stitch. I'm doing drop down extended ones or whatever they're called. I hope I'm doing them right. I think I'm doing it right. I don't know. Window shopping. There you go. You can go look at yarn. Just don't buy it. I need to do something real quick. Hold on. Don't fall off my desk, please. Saddleback blanket MDL crochet. What's that say? I will not fault you if you want to do it now. Let's see. I need to find a drop down. Do. Go down, grab it. Bring up a loop, and over, go through 2. Yep, okay, I'm doing it right. Okie dokie, should always trust myself. Not always. Pick a WiP, 1 to 5, 3. I can almost guarantee anytime I have to pick a number, it's always going to be 3. For some reason, I just always go to 3. 3 or 4. Hopefully I went to the right spot right there. Yarn over, drop down. There we go. Pull through 2. Go to the next one. guys can't even see what I'm doing now. I'm going to edit this. You know what? This is what I'll put. I'll take this out too. Save. Still doesn't put it on there. Try that. There we go. Now I can sit above it. Good winter in my knitting all around 84 yesterday. It started at no wonder. Oh goodness. So I went to Michael's yesterday, and I don't know. The Michael's I go to sometimes, this one Michael's I go to, it just never, I don't know. I literally walked out of it without buying anything. I went there looking for macrame cord, and they had some, but it was like $10 for 50 yards or something like that. And I went, or not 50 yards. Yeah, 50 yards. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's not terrible, but Michael's pricing. And so I was like, let's see what Target or Walmart has. So they had some on their app, but then the Walmart that I was the closest to did not have it in stock. So I ended up getting, instead of doing macrame cord, I ended up getting 4 skeins of hold on a second. 4 skeins of peaches and cream in like a linen color, like an Aran color, and I'm running 3 of them together for the bottom of my next bag that I'm making. Today, let's see. Knitting. There you go. Knit away. It's supposed to be 45. Today it is 30 degrees right now, and our high is supposed to be 65. But we're supposed to get high winds today. Your Michael's finally stocked their yarn. My Shalina shawl's right there. I haven't touched it in a couple days. I need to put some work on it. I want to get it done in March, so excuse me. But I have that baby blanket I want to finish before next Tuesday, so we're going to give the mother that just had the baby is thinking she might make it to the Bible study on Tuesday, which is very early after having had her baby, but if she feels like she's ready, then we will welcome her with open arms and ooh and ah over the beautiful new baby, because I'm sure she'll bring him with her. But we're gonna give her a gift from the group on Tuesday if she shows up, and so I want to get that blanket done. So that's why I went with something quick, and I think it'll look more I think it'll be more cuddly, and I won't have to worry about holes in it because it's knitted. So I said 3, Cammie. We're supposed to go from 30 on Monday to almost 80 on Thursday and Friday next week. So, yeah. Yeah, I think this will work out better for a baby blanket because you can't really, it takes a lot of work for me to get my fingers stuck in there. So like you have to stretch it way out to get fingers and things in there. So I think that will be, and it's so soft. Oh, so soft. Oh, this thing is going to take me forever to finish. I'm going to be working on this when he turns, you know, my goal would be to finish this by his birthday this year, his teenage birthday, his becoming a teenager birthday, because I will officially have 2 teenagers this year in the house, a boy and a girl. And then the other one has 4 years before he hits the teenage years. It's crazy to put in perspective how many years you have left with these kids. Like my daughter, I have, you know, basically 4 years from now, I'll have a teenager. I'll have my third and final teenager, and then I will have a kid that's 2 years from graduating and a kid graduating, all in 4 years. Yep. So that's what we're actually doing, is we're putting a gift basket together for her. But I was like, you know what? I want to make a baby blanket. And I'm making one that's big enough that it's not going to be just like a 30 by 30. It's going to be 40 by 50. Like, this kid is going to have this thing till he's a teenager if he cares to keep it. Because like my daughter, she still has hers, and she's 15. But she has stretched the poo out of it. So yeah, we have some other things. Like we have a Starbucks gift card someone had, and she's like, you know what? I'm going to throw that in there for her. Yeah, I'm going to make a gingham Addie blanket too. Oh my goodness, Devin. No, yeah, we thought about the mom for sure. Because this is her 4th baby. She doesn't need a whole lot for the 4th baby. So yeah, and I think they're all under 5, y'all. It's crazy. But you know, she might be the smart one to get them all out and be done with them. So yeah, we're taking care of Mom. I gotta move some stuff. Look, I've only made it that far. This thing is gonna, I think I might get 1 row done on this thing. It goes faster when I'm not having to take care of this on live. And I'm like, I have to like make sure I'm putting the right stitch in the right thing. So what it is it's you're alternating the stitch. So where you had one, you're putting the opposite one, and then on the next row you do the opposite. So you alternate them. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I can't, shawls and blankets, I just can't get done very fast. Like, that's not a bad idea with a shawl, like a cotton shawl. I don't know what her plan is with the babies, so. If I knew that, I would consider a shawl cover-up thing, but I don't know what her plans are. You were one and done at 15. Well, I can understand that. That's a big life change at that age. Gosh, that's my daughter's age this year. That's crazy to think that. For me. But I didn't have my first until I was probably 25. Well, let's see. I'm turning 41, so she is 15 this year. So I turned 26 after I had her. So yeah, I was 25 when we got pregnant with her. And when I had her. So my birthday fell 2 weeks after she was born, so roughly around 2-ish. 2 weeks. We're both in the same month. So I had her at the beginning of the month, and then I turned 26 at the end of the month. One and only at 26. He's 19. Wow. You made a resilience in 24 hours? Do not ask me. I couldn't do that. I just, woof. Nope. You had 4 under 4 by age 22. Wow, Melissa. 5 kids ages 6 and under by the time I was 26. Wow. Cammie. Well, I can't say it's the same for everybody, but for me, I was blessed with healthy, uneventful baby pregnancies and deliveries. So I can't say the same for everybody. That it's going to be the same for everybody. And they were the only 3 that I ever got pregnant with, too. So that's awesome. That's a fun little story, 7. Love that. The day before. At least you didn't share the birthday, right? The day of. Although my daughter this year is sharing Mother's Day with her birthday and her dance recital all in the same weekend. We're going to try and do a family party, I think, the Sunday of that weekend. Oh, well, it is Mother's Day, so it'll be a birthday party Mother's Day thing. Be like, come up here, we'll celebrate mothers and Brinley's birthday and, celebrate her dance recital and all that. I hope we can get some people to come up to it. I don't usually say my kids' names out loud, but there you go. There's my daughter's name. Brinley, Jared, and Jonathan. Those are my babies. Those are my babies. I've been going along, and I really hope I've been going along correctly, so. It's funny, you get to going along and you do the one row, and then when you get to the next row, you have to completely flip-flop your brain around and train your brain to do the opposite stitch again. So you get into this flow, and then when you go to like I said, do the next row, it's like, oh yeah, now I got to do it the other way. So after the full stitch, I got to do the simple instead of the drop down one. But right now, going drop down then simple. Keep wanting to do the drop down on all the stitches though, because the yarning over is part of it, and it just gets, you get into a flow with that yarn over. This one's for my middle kid, Jared. He isn't even up yet. I haven't seen him walk by. I haven't seen the zombie walk by yet. He's usually the one I say good morning to as he walks by. My youngest, his bedroom is upstairs, so I can hear him coming out of his room because you can hear him walking through the house. He's not exactly quiet about it. Let's see. She will see you in a minute, Miguel. Did I? Oh. Did I miss Miguel? There he is. Thanks, Tank. Good morning, Miguel. That's funny, Steven. I will forewarn you that I did not get a video recorded this morning. My alarm went off and I went, I don't want to get up. And then I have my appointment after this at 10:30, so it's like, ugh. It may not get done today. So I said recorded videos, I don't know, they're going to be a little tougher to do at the moment. Ugh. Yeah, when I'm looking down a lot like this and talking, I don't look up very. I should look up more often and keep up with the chat. Miss people coming in. So if I've missed you, I'm sorry. Good morning. Crazy temperatures, I know. Like, I was looking at the 10-day forecast for us, and it's like up and down, up and down. And then, like, we go from 28, 30 degrees to 78, almost 80 degrees. What am I doing? Next week, like, from Monday to Friday, there's a 50-degree swing in temperature. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Oh my gosh. I think I'm like over halfway through this row. So I've gotten that far and I got that much left to do. It's just it looks like a snake. Oh, let's see. Had son to the minute 9 months later. Oh my goodness. It's been close to 80 here too, but today 32 at the moment. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're sitting at 30 degrees. And we had an alert come over the phone last night for a high wind watch today, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. No storms, just wind. It's gonna get a little windy. My goodness. I guess it is only 8:30. Should be getting up soon. Should be getting up soon. I can't, like, I won't even get this done in the next 5 minutes. Like, I'd like to at least get this one row done before I put this down. But it takes concentration. What's that? That Schoolhouse Rock. No, it's Malfunction Junction or something like that. No. Brain Work. What was that one? Junction. I can hear the song in my head, but the word just is eluding me. Schoolhouse Rock. I need to play those songs for my kids again. You live West Coast Canada, but have been following the weather events and learning a lot about U.S. geography. Thinking of all of those impacted. Conjunction junction. What's your function? Thank you, Frizzy. I don't even know where my brain was going when I started saying that. Oh, the concentration, maybe? No, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Conjunction junction. What's your function? I just want to get through this row. And then once I get to the return part, it's a whole lot quicker because I don't have to like concentrate on what stitch goes where. I just have to concentrate on how many loops I go through. Well, I guess I still have to concentrate a little bit because there is spots as you go along that you have to make sure you go through 3 instead of just 2. Otherwise, you're going to be adding extra stitches to your work that you don't want to do. I also Schoolhouse Rock DVDs, found them at a thrift store. That is so cool. I don't know that I'd ever find something like that at the thrift store. And I don't know if we can even play DVDs. Do we have? No, we have a PlayStation. So I think we can still play DVDs on PlayStations. I know that PlayStations, when they started coming out with, you know, utilizing them as movie players, they were able to play Blu-rays and DVDs, so they should still have that ability, I think, because you still put discs in them. I just don't know if the games are still Blu-ray formatted or if they're, you know, different nowadays. Because I know you can still buy physical discs, but they're getting away from those. Oh my gosh, this thing's getting like heavy over here. And my cord isn't quite long enough for it, so it like bunches up on it. What does that say? Tunisian style back by him. Okay. I like this. What do you guys think of this? This little title thing. I mean, does it even like... Is it something I should keep doing? I mean, I don't mind answering, but that way if people come in, they know what I'm working on, and then you guys can just tell me what you're working on. You still have a VCR? We don't even have that anymore. But I think we have like a Blu-ray player around here somewhere. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm talking like that now. Like, I grew up going, man, DVDs are so cool. Like, I had to have all the DVDs and all the Blu-rays. Like, we had shelves of movies. And I got rid of all the cases and put them into like a DVD, like a CD case. So all our DVDs are in 2 cases of CD cases. So is this something I should keep doing? The little title thingy? What the? Oh, you're typing up the... Okay. I was like, what are you doing, Tank? Then I was like, oh, okay, I got it. You're doing the conjunction junction thing. The song, you're typing it out. Love it. Love it. I'm almost to the end of the row, guys. Almost. And hit 8:30. I was trying to get done with this by 8:30, but this just goes to show you, even if I didn't have the live going, it might have taken me still 30 minutes to get through this row. To do the whole thing, like forward to return. Just because I am not making this a small blanket. I want it to be a big blanket, so it's supposed to be like he designed it like, because it reminded him of the saddle blankets that you put under the saddles for horses, and so they're not really big, right? They're long rectangular pieces, but I'm like, I'm taking this and going further with it and making it a bigger blanket. It's funny because he's already got a weighted blanket that I crocheted for him in I think it's a corner to corner. Yeah, and it's holding at least two together, and it's a very similar color scheme. It's a red blanket, except it's using Dakota for the variegated with the red instead of this Sunrise Ombre. But the Dakota is I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. This is Big Twist Sunrise Ombre with red from Hobby Lobby. Play movies. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think PlayStation still have the ability to play the DVDs and Blu-rays, which we still have. But funny enough, we can watch most of what's on in our things with our Disney account because I broke down and got Disney again. But mostly so we could watch all the old stuff, not any of the new stuff. All right, so 1, 2, 2, 2. All right, return row. There, now it's better. 1, 2, 4, 5. The nice thing is I can count 5 and then go through 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plays Grand Theft Auto Online, wants to break his. Oh my goodness. Is he feeling better? Finally over his sicky. Ah! Yeah, my husband's a very competitive player too sometimes. And it is definitely rubbed off on the kids. I mean, I'm not any better when it comes to like losing at the board games and stuff. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Why did you come down here? You're quiet, Cammie. I'm going to have to get up here and help somebody real quick in just a minute. Because he refuses to do it on his own. Three, 4, 5. Wheel. Some people are just very animated when they play. Animated and dramatic. Some people just know how to play better at games, and so when we suck at it, we hate it. I should turn my husband's "it sucks to suck" back at him when he's doing that. Well, it sucks to suck. Although that might make him worse. It might tee him off a little more. You've got words. Hold on. Might as well go get it done now instead of delaying it like I usually do. I'll be right back. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Man, I'm not going to get very far on anything. Do-do-do-do. Man, this takes a lot of concentration. Even though I'm doing a turn pass at this point. This snake of a blanket at the moment. Can you imagine when this thing gets bigger? Whoo, it's going to be heavy. Good morning, BB. You finished 3 already, Cammie? Are you putting them in order of how you're going to work on them? So, starting next, no, is it next Monday? Let me see. Let me look at my calendar. No, 2 weeks. So not next Monday, but the Monday after, the 23rd, because I'm gonna play off of the whole spring cleaning thing, and I'm going to basically do like a spring cleaning of WIPs. So I'm gonna take all my WIPs out. I'm gonna organize them somehow around me, and the whole week Monday through Friday for all my lives. I'm going to work on each one of them for 20 minutes at a time until I finish them. Well, I mean, I may not finish all of them in the whole week, but what my plan is what I'm calling spring clean my WIP pile. So I'm going to go through and work on them for 20 minutes at a time. And if I come across one where like, I don't really want to finish this one, then I will frog it or whatever. But like most of my WIPs that I have right now, I think will get finished. So it's just going to be a matter of putting the 20 minutes in on them. So I'm literally going to just go, I'm going to pick up a WIP, work on it for 20 minutes, put it down, pick up the next one, work on it for 20 minutes, put it down, pick up the next one. And then Tuesday, I'll do the same thing. I'll keep going in line. I'm not going to start over. I'm going to keep going through the line of WIPs. And so maybe I'll number them all, put numbers on them. So that way, you know, I can say, all right, today we're going to work on X, Y, and Z numbers, you know, or we're going to start from this number or whatever. So that way, you know, you can kind of keep track of what number I'm working on. So I don't know. I thought that'd be, you know, do like a spring cleaning week where maybe you guys could all bring your WIPs to the table and do the same thing, or go through all your WIPs and decide, okay, am I really going to finish this one? And if not, spend 20 minutes frogging it or something. So I don't want it to just be me, but that's what I'm going to do on my end, because that's what I'm here. I'm just going to, you know, it's my content for the week. So I'm going to spring clean my WIPs. There's one blanket I'm trying to decide if I want to finish it or not, because it's over halfway done, but I started it well over 2 years ago at this point. And it's a moss stitch blanket. I love the moss stitch, but I don't know how much I love the moss stitch to keep going on it. So I think it might be one I frog, which will be interesting to do because it's 1-pounders that I was using in it. So I'd have to make multiple cakes of yarn. So what are you doing with the numbers, Cami? Are you just trying to decide which one to work on? I mean, we're helping you. Are you putting them in an order? Like, what are you doing with the numbers? Karen Jumbo one. Do you remember the one I was working on, Aaron? It's a Crochet Crowd one. And it's, I can pull it out and show it to you guys if you want. Oh, for your aunt's top. Got it. Okay. I can't wait to see that one done. Honestly, I need a better picture of what it is, because when you were showing it on your phone, I couldn't make it out. It was too hard to see. So I don't even know what it's supposed to look like. Oh, you remember? Oh, you're doing roulette. So, like, are you picking a color or a stitch, or what are you doing with the numbers? I mean, I like the blanket, kind of. But now I'm just kind of like, I haven't even touched it in over a year. Like, well, I've touched it, but like worked on it. It's been well over a year, maybe 2, that I've actually worked on it. I know how to do it. Like, I could pick it up and do it again. It's just, I don't know if I want to. Yep, it is gray. I don't know the variegated one, the ombre. It's an ombre and a solid. And yes, it's gray and like medium gray or something. I don't know. I'll pull it out here in a minute and show it to you. I'm almost done with my return. As I'm doing. That's funny, Erin, that you remember that. Yeah, it's the oldest WiP I have. Because everything else I've started since I started my channel. Literally everything else has been since I started my channel. This is the only WiP that we're talking about, the moss stitch one, that I had started before I started my channel. I started it just, I think the year I found Juan, the yarn addict. So whenever he started, it was 23. So I started it in 23, I think. I didn't take a picture of it, so I don't know when I started it. I have to look at the pattern because I think the pattern is where my hook size remains, because I think I just used whatever hook size they recommended. Don't fall out, don't fall out. I dropped my stitch. Okay, drop that. Pick up this, finish that, pull that tight, put my stitch marker in. Whew. That took a hot minute. That's why I don't work on this on here, because it takes way too long to get any progress done on it. All right, let me grab the blanket out. Gotta move a couple things. I literally have to move blankets to get to a blanket. Oof. How many can I finish during the weekend? I have a bunch, but some have deadlines. See, I pull it out, I touch it, and I'm like, it's so soft. I want to finish it. But then I don't, you know? I don't want to work on it. Okay, it's not, I don't think it's halfway done. I don't know. But I've literally not put any work on this thing in a very long time. I don't, it's so soft. And I see, now that I look at it, I do this every time. This is why WiPs stay WiPs, because I go, oh, I want to finish that eventually, but then it's like, before I touched it, I didn't want to finish it. So, yep, this is my oldest WiP. I guess you could call it a UFO. And it is utilizing Whitewater Karen Jumbo Ombre and Karen 1 pound soft gray mix. You know what I could do? That's a small-ish blanket. I could make it a toddler blanket. I could just be done with it. Let's see. It is, gosh, it's well over 40 inches. I'm going to say it's probably about 50, because it's my arm span, almost. I almost have my arms stretched out wide. It's almost 5'4", so 64 inches. It's not quite 40. It's around 40 inches tall. It's about 40 inches this way and about 50 to 60 this way. What do y'all think? Do I keep going and just finish what I have in here? Because I have basically this isn't attached yet. This isn't attached yet, so and this is just barely been attached, so it's barely used. And right now I have a small cake of gray attached to this end. You think I should finish it? I don't know. Well, you know what? I got 9 minutes. Why don't I put 9 minutes of work in on it and see what I think? I just don't remember what hook size I was using. I literally have to find the pattern. I had it printed out at some point, but I don't want to look for it in the printed stuff, so I'm going to look up on here. It's the Crochet Crowd Ombre. I don't even know what it's called. Moss Stitch Blanket. Ah! It's the Crochet Moss Stitch Ombre Blanket. Ombre Moss Stitch. I think I just had it backwards. View the pattern. Free download. So they were using a 5.5. That's a 5.25. I'm not going to use that. Definitely finish it. 5.5. I don't think I have my... I think my 5.5 is upstairs. Huh. I picked up the right one, y'all. I'll just use this one. Yeah, I thought it was the 5.5, but I wasn't sure. So, and the reason I'm going with what the pattern says is because I'm almost positive that before I started my channel and following Juan, I was using the hook size that patterns recommended. I usually didn't alter my hook size too much from the patterns. So I don't remember. What day of the week should I bring this on and work on it? Because, like I said, the 23rd through the 7th, the 27th, that week, I'm going to do all my WIPs. But I think this is going to be one of those long-term ones. So, like, there could be, like, a day that I come on and just work on my Moss Stitch blanket. Monday, Moss Stitch Monday. I mean, it's literally just single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. I have to say that the hook I'm using, the Furls Odyssey, is working pretty good. Working on my ombre moss stitch blanket. Save. Oh wait, I can go to 9:30 today. That's right, because I don't have to leave the house till at least 10. The kid still hasn't come zombieing through the living room yet. Downstairs living room. Don't know if I could commit to a large moss stitch blanket as slowly as I crochet. It would take, well, Steven, it's taken me 2 years to get to where I'm at. So I know what you mean. And it changes colors every 2 rows. So the yarn is being carried up the one side. And there's supposed to be a border on it. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see. But there's my color changes. Not too bad. Yeah. Then you can't put it off. There you go. So that's what I was thinking. I can come on Mondays. Maybe I'll move the Bust the Stash back to Tuesdays. Bust that stash Tuesday. Well, for now, make it Mondays. Moss Stitch blanket. Or bust, I don't know. I have to do a new thumbnail. But I'll probably keep the same picture. I'll just change the wordage on it. That's the other thing is, should I change up my thumbnails every once in a while, or is keeping them the same for the, you know, each day okay? Like, you know, is it too much the same? Yeah, it is Thursday. Are we seeing our Frizzy Bee today? The only thing with working on blankets in this chair is I have to like crumble them up in my lap. I need one of those chairs like Frizzy has where it's like a couch chair. My chair just doesn't hold things very well. It's an awesome computer chair. I ain't complaining because it was free. It was a free gift from somewhere. Yay! Dang time check, right? Yep. Yep. So yeah, start gathering up your WIPs over the next week, and we are going to do a we're gonna do, trying to think of a good name for it. Right now I just have spring cleaning WIPs in progress pile. WIPs pile or WIPs in I don't remember what I put. Change it from time to time. Okay. I'm cool with that. If you know, that's what you want, I totally can do that. Like, I just didn't know if having it the same all the time would be you know, lackluster. Oh. Oops, I dropped a stitch. The other thing is, whenever I've said this many times, whenever I work at my desk, I seem to always put my yarn on the opposite side I need it on. Have I made it more than 3 weeks since the last time I changed anything yet? Is it time to change? I gotta make it more than 3 weeks so that way I can't think of the word. Wipe those WIPs. There you go. Yeah, so right now I have spring cleaning. Let's get our WIPs cleaned up, you know? Something snazzy like that. G2. Turn my work. I need a green screen. I know, right? I don't know that I can do that on here without paying for it. Yeah, no. Yeah, I can't do it on there. Spring WIP wipeout. Does that scream spring cleaning though? That's what I was going for. Wipeout! Wipeout! Like, I wanted to have that spring clean. Like, when you read it, you think spring clean. You know? Like, every March around so the first day of spring is like the 22nd, I think. And I don't come on the 22nd. So I figured we'll make it the whole week, the 23rd through the 27th. So WiP out. I keep forgetting my chain one sometimes. I go pretty good with the single crochet chain one, single crochet chain one, but then every so often it's like that chain one it's like elusive. It's like nope. Although I have figured out a way that if I do forget it and I don't notice it, I just fudge it and put my next single crochet on top. I put them in between the 2 single crochets that I missed the chain one for. So I think that's happened a couple times in this blanket. Oh yeah, I'm so behind on that. I'm like, I think I finished week 6. I got 7, 8, 9, and 10 to put on. It's a pretty common theme with all my Luck of the Draw blankets. My Marshmallow Kiss one is still in week 6, I think. Or it's on 7, I don't know. It's not done either. Wipe my slate clean. I know, I want something that like screams spring cleaning, but you know, using it to clean up our WiP pile. For those of us that have them. And even if you only have one, you know, bring it that week and work on it during the lives, you know. Get it done. I know. One day in Zoom a couple weeks ago, she was like, yeah, I'm trying to decide what stitch to do next. And I just blurted out V-stitch because I was doing the V-stitch or something at the moment. And she ended up putting the V-stitch on her blanket. She's like, all right, that's what I'm doing. V-stitch it is. I think it was like week 4 or something like that she put it on there. I don't know, 4 or 5. I don't remember. It was towards the beginning, middle-ish area. Spring WiP wipeout. Spring clean WiP wipeout. What was going on with IVB? Why was she in the hospital? I noticed that the other night she was on the live in the hospital. I didn't know was it like a planned thing or an unplanned thing? I mean, you don't have to go into detail, please. Just like a quick little like this, if she shared it. I was just curious. I didn't want to ask on the live. I was just like, because if she'd already mentioned it, I didn't want to have to make her mention it again. Gotcha. Okay, that's all you gotta say. You know, for as quickly as you can get across on a row like this, you'd think I'd have this thing finished by now. I mean, I essentially did 2 rows. Because, I mean, one was partially done, but there wasn't much of it done. And honestly, I don't even remember what my plan was with this on how far to go. So, I don't even know how far I want to make this. But I want to say I got the required amount of yarn that they asked for. So, they used 2 of the off-white and 2 of the 2 1-pounds and 2 jumbo ombres. But, you know, there's always going to be leftovers, so I'm sure they didn't go through all of the 2. She had a flare up. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. No more needed to be said. I actually kind of like this hook with this. I don't know if it's making it faster, but I mean, it is just the moss stitch, so. And I was just making this to make it because it was pretty. I used a different colorway than what they did in the picture of the pattern. They used, what they use? They used a blush and blue, so it was like reds and blues, almost kind of patriotic-y. What about Spring Clean WiP Wipeout? No, that just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. I don't know. I suppose I could put the word wipeout with the word WiP in uppercase and the rest in lowercase. You know, like WiP would be, and it would be the big, because it's the first three letters of wipeout is WiP. Frizzy goes on in like less than 2 hours. She'll be on at 11 a.m. Central, so that's 3 hours. Now, hold on, how does that work? What time is it for you right now? Because we just had a time change. Because you were 3 hours ahead before our time change, so now you should be 4 hours ahead, right? No, 2 hours ahead. Marianne is here. Well, I know you've been here, but like you were quiet. Come here, please. Come out from under the blanket. Thank you. Color change. My kid is still not gone through here yet. Wipe out Spring Clean. See, Tank, that kind of rolls off the tongue better. Wipe out Spring Cleaning. Does that make sense to do it that way? Wipe out with WiP being uppercased. No, she doesn't do a time change anymore, Tank. Yeah, Cammy's country doesn't do the time change anymore. So she went from 3 hours to 2 hours. Because we gained an hour on her by springing ahead an hour. So she'll be on at the same time for, well, 2 hours from now. Wipe out the WIPs. Oh, true. Yeah, it's kind of cold there, huh? Kind of cold there. You know, if I had thought about this when I was doing this WIP before, when I was starting this blanket, I should have gone with the darker gray. Because the contrast would have been so much better. Because this gray blends in so much with it. Oh, this blanket smells weird. Maker's version of March Madness. Yep, there you go. Wipe out Spring Clean and Stitch. Erin, kind of like that. $9:40 my time. So 10 minutes after I get off, Cammy will be on. Wipe out the WIPs. Yes, makes sense to all of us that crochet. Yeah, I just want it to make sense to people and be like, but it makes sense, but also when you see it, you go, oh, we're gonna spring clean through our WIPs. But I mean, I'm still gonna have to explain it. So, yay! That's awesome, Marianne. Oh yeah, no, not Julianne's time. Sorry. Yeah, Cammy's time. I was trying to figure out Cammy's time. So yeah, I know Julianne's always going to be 2 hours behind me, no matter what, unless Washington decides to not do the time change. Although I wish the whole country would. I think it's coming soon. Like, it's got to be. I'm hearing enough grumbling from people that maybe in the next several years we'll see the time difference, time change go away, but we'll see. We'll see if that actually ever happens. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting this light gray. Like the dark gray would have been a whole lot better. But it's too late now. Too late now. Yay. Yeah, gimme. So spring clean and stitch. I like that one, Erin. Spring clean and stitch. I like that. Spring clean and stitch our WIPs. Spring clean and stitch those WIPs. There we go. That's what I'm doing. I like that. See that it had to just hit me. And I'm going to be giving this away in my giveaway on Monday, the 16th. Because I don't need one. I'm going to pay it forward. Tennessee has been contemplating it for years. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so, well, good morning again. Well, come here. Come here. Well, come here. Hi. My desk is actually clean, so she can actually walk across it. Just don't step on things, okay? Yeah. Oh, okay. One more pet. Spring clean and stitch those WIPs. Is that what I said? Spring clean and stitch those WIPs. Yeah. It's a longish title, but it flows and it gives me that spring clean that I want. Yay. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on Canva and change my thumbnail. I have a thumbnail already. I have it already scheduled out. So I've done with Restream, you can open multiple studios. And so instead of like, when I end this one, I literally am scheduling a week out now. So like after I'm done with this Thursday one, I'm going to schedule, like I don't have to change anything now except for the date and time for the next one. So it's always the same time, but I just have to select it again. Good morning, Annette. I know, Tank. I'm excited to see what you come up with. So yeah. We're going to do a 2-year channelversary celebration on Monday. I have to say, I'm liking this furls hook with this project. I might just, when I put it down, put it back, I'll put my hook back in the box and then just put the box with the WIP. Oopsies. Oh, hey, let me go back to my title here. Hide. I want my title. There we go. Good morning, Annette. Linda, I am using the Boss Stitch. It's an old WiP. I've been working on this thing for over 2 years, and I finally just got it out to show everybody, but then they, you know, convinced me to keep going with this. So I was like, you know what? Since I have it out, I'll go ahead and put some progress on it, and I've already put almost three rows on it this morning. So I want to try and get one more WiP, well, not one more WiP, one more row of gray, go back and do the second row of gray, and then that way when I pick it back up, I can start the new color again. Spring clean and stitch those WiPs. Yes, Erin, I love that. Erin gave us that name. She inspired that one. Yay. Yeah, I like the restream. I've got basically 5 lives set up on my dashboard. And so now, I don't know why I didn't do that sooner, but I just thought about it the other day. And so now I can schedule a week out at a time. I know, right? Like you see how quickly I'm, like, this hook is just gliding through it, and like I'm not dropping a whole lot of stitches. So apparently furls and Karen 1 pound work well together, at least for me. Karen jumbo, Karen 1 pound. Karen just needs to come out with more yarn in the 1 pounds and jumbos again. But I need to see them in the stores again. Like, I just don't want to order them online because I need to see. I like seeing stuff in person better because I can get a true sense of the color. I mean, they do a decent job of showing the color on with pictures, but it's just harder to. There he is at 9:20. You like the gray? Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, that one almost hurt the nose. Whew, that was close. Yeah, I think I should have went. But again, I've grown in my color choices, but when I don't know, it's been, like I said, it's been well over 2 years since I started this thing, so I don't remember what went into my decision making of color picking. But contrast, I should have done the darker gray, but it is what it is. I think it looks okay with this gray. It's just, I think it would have been a whole lot different blanket had I gone with a darker gray. Whitewater is your favorite color? That's awesome. Julianne, I think, was selling some of this, and I missed out on it because I didn't dibs fast enough. I think Marianne snagged it. I like the whitewater too. It's pretty. I mean, that's why I picked it. You would think, Erin, that I could finish this pretty quick, but again, you can see after so many rows and so many stitches of things, I am putting things down. So I think once I finish this row of gray, it'll be a good stopping point for me to put it down and move on to something else. But I'm going to sit here and chit chat for the remainder of time that I have once I am done with this row. Well, make it for yourself. Yeah, this, like, just knocked it off. There. I was gonna say. Oh, there's a purse bag thing that Camille was saying she was gonna start making. I don't know if I need to get on one of her lives and hang out and chat, but like there's one from a mix and match book she was gonna start, and I was thinking about starting it too with her. And I think I have my colors picked out for my bag. So I'm gonna use cotton. I think they use acrylic in theirs, but I'm gonna go with cotton and use these two. And it's a mosaic kind of crochet, so this will be like my main color, and this will be the thing that makes the design in the main color. So I think I have enough of both. I have 4 of one and 5 of the other, so I should be able to make a bag from that. I hope. It's a lot of cotton, so. What is a virus blanket? It is like, it's got a bunch of shells in it. It looks like it's big, large shell, like, it just has, yeah, it's a big shell. Like, are you talking the one in the round, Erin, the virus, like in the square? Are you going to use like Fiber Spiders pattern? German shells blanket. Ooh, the Victoria German shell. I'm tempted to make the virus, was it the Virus Meets Granny or Granny Meets Virus shawl that Fiber Spider put out? I'm kind of getting into a shawl bag situation, you know, so shawls and bags. More bags than anything else, but yeah, Erin, you should be able to link it if you're a mod. Yeah, if you want to share patterns, Erin, you're more than welcome to. You love the repeat? Yeah. I do like blankets that have repeats because then it helps you to be like, you know, you can put it down and pick it up. At least for me, I'm able to put most things down. Like some I have to refresh myself with, but like the ones that are repetitive are just easier for me to go or pick it up and, you know, continue working on it. So sometimes I just got to sit there and look at it for a second and be like, all right, what was I doing? And then I can continue on it. Yeah, I don't know how long this blanket's going to be after a whole nother pound of gray and jumbo ombre. I think I'm just going to go till the ombre's out because I think I have more of the 1 pound than I do the ombre. So oh my gosh, 11? Wow, you've done a lot of crocheting in the last 2 years, Erin. Goodness gracious. I mean, I have too, but like repetitive crocheting, like the amount of things that you have repeatedly made, there we go, is just mind-blowing to me. Because like I make one thing and I'm like, bleh. Well, okay, there was my one bag, the Hopeful Tote. I made multiples of that, but even then, now I'm at the point where I'm like wanting new and new and new. So I make things all the time like, oh, I could make another one of these, and I get done with it and go, oh, I'm good. I don't need to make another one. Funny. Oh, I'm almost done. Y'all, I put almost 4 rows on this thing. I'm going to say 3.5, but like I said, that one row had like a third, maybe a quarter of it done. Oh, a quarter, maybe a third. is the way I should have said it. Don't finish that. We drop that. And we pick up our new color. We pick up our new color. So yeah, this will be one blanket I will have to do. Possibly do a border for. And possibly do the one that it calls for. Well, not it calls for, but the one that they did for the blanket pattern I'm using. Let's see, it uses, oh my word, it does single crochets around it. I might do one round of single crochets and then the second through the 6th round of border do something else. I don't know that I'm going to do 6 rounds of single crochets. I'm good. Let's see. We'll use this one. All right. Putting her down. Yeah, I think the last gray, I'll dip into the last pound of gray that I have, and then to finish the main part of the blanket, but I think that is going to get used for the border, a lot of the border. Yeah, I don't know that I want to do a single crochet border on a moss stitch. Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, I would be like, I'm sorry. I've made one. I can't do any more. I'm tapped out. My goodness, I literally only have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes exactly right now. 2 minutes, it'll be 2 hours and 5 minutes. It takes a while for my videos to process and be available for replay, so I apologize for that. Goodness, they're making a lot of racket upstairs. But they're playing with a marble run that you use magnets for to make. It's a bigger version of the tiny marbles. It's almost like ping pong size marbles that they're using for the marble run. And they're actually playing with it, so. I put 100 on the variables. Good job. Nice, getting more than 50%. Good job. Don't stare at me. Anyway, I am gonna start wrapping up. Spring clean and stitch those WiPs. That's what we're gonna call my spring cleaning week. We're gonna spring clean and stitch those WiPs. Oh, I like it. Oh my gosh. And you don't get bored with that. That's just amazing. I love that. I love that for you because I could, like, after one, I would be done. So, yes, Julianne comes on in 1.5 hours, and 10 minutes from now, Cammie will be on quickly. So we'll see you there. Yes, have a fantastic Thursday. I will see y'all on the YouTube streets. I will be back same time, same place tomorrow on my channel. And don't forget, y'all are somebody to somebody, and know that you are loved. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.